here we go. Oh, country. Remember how I said I've got big plans for this season? Well, today, you guys are gonna be super surprised. All right, growers, so this is the big surprise I've been talking about. This is gonna be a half-acre mini vegetable farm that I'm gonna be growing this year. I rented out this land, and it's gonna be super dope. So I'm gonna be renting out a half acre here for the season, and I'm gonna be growing a ton of different vegetables like tomatoes, peppers, eggplants, cucumbers, pumpkins, squash, zucchini, you name it, I'm growing it. Except for carrots and potatoes and a whole bunch of different vegetables. Okay, so today me and my brother went around with a tape measure and we marked out kind of what this land is gonna be for the half acre. So as you can see here, this is one of the corners. So I used the shovel and I just dug a hole because I didn't have anything to mark it with. So today I just wanted to get a rough idea of, kind of how big the land's gonna be and where I'm gonna put it. So this is one of the corners I've marked out just by digging a hole. And the other corner is over here. After running around looking for a hole for a while, I realized I completely forgot where I had dug it. Sometimes I wonder what I'm doing with my life. Let me tell you, this was one of those moments. Now I completely forgot where it is. So this is the other end. So as you can see, it's pretty wide, 45 meters right there. And this is gonna be a square half acre, so it's gonna be another 45 meters that way. Yeah, we're gonna till it this spring, plant it full of vegetables. It's gonna be awesome. Planning is a critical step in ensuring that I will have a successful garden. After hours of looking at countless varieties of vegetables and plant spacings, I finally came up with a garden layout that I think will work really well. I'm going to be dividing a square half acre into 4 quadrants, and different crops will grow in each section. Quadrant 1 will have indeterminate tomatoes. Quadrant 2 will be winter squash, cucumbers, eggplant, basil, and possibly something else. Quadrant 3 will have summer squash, determinate tomatoes, and peppers. And the final quadrant will be pumpkins. This plan is not set in stone, and I will make changes as necessary, but it is a good guide to go by. I'm here in my garage, and right here is a 1,000 liter water tank, and I'm going to be using this to water my garden this year. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on the back of my dad's truck or on a trailer, haven't decided yet, and we're going to fill it up with water here at the house. Then we're going to drive it out to the garden, and I'm going to have a hose hooked onto it, which I'm either going to water by hand, which is going to take a long time, or I'm going to have it hooked up to an irrigation system. I haven't decided yet. I'm still in the process of figuring this out. But yeah, so this is going to help me achieve that. I still have a lot of work to do to figure out how I'm going to get the water actually to my plants. I also got this very heavy brick of potting mix. I'm going to use this to start my seedlings indoors. I'm going to be growing around 1,500 to 1,000 seedlings this year, so I need a lot of potting mix. So it's going to be a really interesting season. I've never done this before, so I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I'm going to do the best I can, and you guys are going to come along for the process and see what it takes to turn a half acre of pretty much just, nothing. It's super muddy. It's disgusting. Look at that. So I'm going to attempt to turn this grassland into a flourishing vegetable garden. And hopefully, if all goes well, I'll even sell some of my produce at the local farmers markets. So we'll see how this goes.